Hello, 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 dear friends. Here we are for one more of the Just Breathe live sharings. And hello, everyone that's on the other side over there. And actually, it's interesting because there are no two sides. The place where we are all together in the same space, in the same consciousness, is not one side or the other. So basically, we're all in the same space, which is quite interesting to perceive, isn't it? That there is no like here and there, no I am here and you are there, no separation, no division. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us today for the Just Breathe live session. And so I will just start with a short little sharing I wanted to make, and then I'll actually ask for us to interact a bit more if you have anything to add or if you'd like to ask something or whatever. So let's make it a bit of a more interactive session than usual. But first, before anything else, let's just breathe together a little bit. Just take a deep breath. And as you inhale and exhale through your nose, just allow the beauty and the silence of your breath to come and fill you. As you receive it and choose to just stay, to just enjoy your own presence, the depth of your wisdom, of your consciousness. Just allowing yourself to melt and collapse and stay and breathe. Breathe into compassion. Breathe into you. So, hello everyone, once again. Thank you for joining today for this Just Breathe Live, the 9th. And I would like to share a little bit about shifting consciousness from just human and a little bit divine to definitely divine living in human form. So many times people ask me, what do we do? How do we do this? The first thing to keep very, very straight is you don't do it. Therefore, there is no how and there is no what, really. And this has been said and repeated over and over and over. But the only thing there is you allow. You allow. So now it's not about the soul, the essence opening the door for you to come in. It's the other way around. It's the human opening the door for the soul to come in. And the human stepping out of the formats, the attachment to all of the games, not just some of them, gradually, patiently, all of the games and all of the stories with which the human identifies itself, so that the soul can step in more and more. But you are the one who has to allow. You are the one who has to invite. You are the one who has to decide, where do you want to be? And the funny thing is, this is so, so strange, but the funny thing is that we might think, that the human, just human, is just here on earth. But actually, it's the opposite. When I ask, where do you want to be? Notice the just human self that perceives itself attached to energy dynamics where we get energy from everywhere and where we have certain needs and wants that have to be fulfilled in order for us to feel somehow comfortable, but yet we never have enough in that human mode. The human, just human mode is not here now, is not here present. Isn't that interesting to realize? The just human self is scattered all around in the outside environment, looking out for reason, looking out for justification, looking out for acknowledgement, looking out for acceptance, looking out for love, looking out for entertainment, looking out for yummy sandwiches. And I will quote that, sandwiches in meaning energy feeding devices, looking out for yummy dramas and stuff that can still somehow give us a feeling that we are surviving but feeling alive. So, this is the big difference. The just human self is scattered with the attention everywhere else, always using the outside reality as a means to evaluate him or herself. You see, am I doing good? Am I not? I might not be doing this right. Wait a minute, that one's doing it better, etc. On the other hand, when we bring our full attention here, now, into the body, which is one with the earth. The body produces ailments, produces disease, because a small human self, is scattered outside of it, so is not caring for the body, is not present, nurturing, loving, respecting. So that's why the body then produces disease. But if you bring all of your attention here and now into this vessel, into this place, space, all of a sudden you become earth. You become earthbound. You become one with earth. And earth is exactly the place I chose, you chose, we chose to embody essence through physical form. We chose it. We created all of this. Why would we want not to be here? Of course, we created all of this and then we set ourselves in reverse mode in order to be out, 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 out until we realized again. So we'd had all of these experience out, 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 expanding consciousness, of course, with each and every single experience. None of them was less relevant, less appropriate, no matter what it was, for the whole of consciousness, which has no judgment. But the whole purpose of doing it in reverse was to create all of that vast array of experiences in order to then bring them back into nothingness, distilling them into something new. That's why it is called a new energy. The new energy is available to you, to me, to us, when and only when we have been able to unlock all of the capsules that are imprisoned somewhere in the time of our space of existence, in memory, stories, programs, imprints, belief systems. So you unlock, 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 and all of the energy contained there spills out back to your source of isness, free from its emotional charge. The emotional charge is what gives all of that energy, you see, because emotion is energy in motion. So you remove that charge, which gave it an identity, which gave each memory, each story an identity. You unlock, and through compassion with no judgment, you remove that charge. And then all of that energy within the alchemy of transformation, of transmutation into divine human, releases the energy from its cages and it becomes available, new, pure, for you to use now. So the answer, my friends, is not somewhere out there. And of course, you know that. It's not in me. It's not in anyone else. It's in each one of us. It's in you. It's always been there. That's why we could play this reverse game. So the shift happens like this. Whenever you perceive yourself, attention scattered out there, comparing, fear, protecting yourself, judging, all these things. You know that, right? You know there's so many more different things. You take a deep breath and you remind yourself, oh, that's not where I want to be now. I want to be here. And so what happens is you bring your attention, your focus here, and by doing that, you keep the door open for your soul to be fully incarnated in this body. But as you keep the door open, of course, the thing that was retaining your energy, whatever emotion it was, whatever feeling, whatever judgment, and whatever feeling came with that judgment, will also want to come back home. You see, you keep the door open not only for the beautiful radiance of the wholeness of your essence, but you also keep the door open for that which you perceive not to be comfortable, likable, and so on. And fear is the big one, the big one. And you can only really transcend fear by staying here, now. Because here and now, there are no stories. It's pure, it's simple, nothing happened in the here and now. It's happening now. And so you come into that space of no stories, which is the here and now in your expanded consciousness. And you sit with that fear. And you don't run away from it. Because it's just you. Isn't it like, just imagine you and then these parts of you all over. And each time you look at one of them, you just run away. Like it scares you to pieces. Isn't it hilarious? Like if you picture the image of you running away from yourself. Funny thing, isn't it? Bring some humor into this. It doesn't have to be so serious. So there's all these parts pretending to be monsters and these fears trying to scare you. And this time, you sit right in front of the fear. And you stay. And you let that fear know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. And it will do all sorts of things to try and convince you otherwise. But you are a creator God. You are one with creator God. You are a facet of that same thing that created all of this. So you know that nothing can come to pass, and your mind, it will be screaming and shouting, doing everything it can to hold on to the memories, to hold on to the stories, to hold on to the games. And as long as you don't play along with it, you're gonna do just fine. You can't lose it if you are present, firm, allowing, with the door wide open, Soul is right here. Coming in, coming in, coming in. It won't, it won't allow, that frequency won't allow any of this to make you not be who you are. It's just not possible. But many times in daily life, you're unaware of these mechanisms that get you entangled and seduced in going along with the fear, in going along with the mind wanting to run away from this certain death. And but then, once you really allow it to die, it's born again. Nothing really dies in the sense that we think about it in our minds. It just transforms into a different source of consciousness. And the shift itself happens gradually with your consistent presence, your consistent staying, your consistent allowing, your consistent keeping the door open. Don't shut that door. Because the more you have realized what you want, you have chosen what you want, and the more you keep on shutting that door and opening and shutting and opening, the more it hurts. It hurts like crazy because now you're much more sensitive. The more your heart opens, the more it hurts. I mean, it used to hurt anyway, but you weren't aware of it, but now you are. There's no more need to pretend. The other day, I had such a laugh when I looked around at some of my very special friends, and I saw the huge, great, fantastic, magnificent masters they are. And all along, they'd be pretending to be small human self that thinks of itself as not worthy, not valuable, not knowing. Come on. That's just a game. That is just a game. And when you look at it that way, gosh, it's really funny. It's really funny because there's no reason not to laugh because it's a joy to know that you are a magnificent, magnificent, fabulous, radiant, infinite being pretending to be small. Trying to sort of put a screen there, say, oh, no, 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 that's not me. That's you, or that's, I don't know, whichever master you admire. It's you. It's you. That is you. If you could feel at this moment, I invite you to feel your soul laughing joyously because that's who you are. And there is no other moment. There is no one else. It's you. It's you, and it's been you all along. And you've created all of your experiences, all of the people in your experiences. And you can also uncreate whatever you want, recreate and create anew whatever you want. All you need to do is choose and be coherent and consistent with your choice. Mm. So, this is what I wanted to share. Just be with that fear, be with whatever it is that eventually makes you close the door or turn your back. Open up, open your chest wide open, open the door and keep it open. That's who you are. So now I invite you to close your eyes. Yeah, Mateja, it is, isn't it? It's really so funny. It's that now we're just gonna breathe that, that it's such a joy to perceive it's just a game. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm inviting you to close your eyes. Just take that precious deep breath and feel. Feel the depth, the width, the radiance, the joy, the pure power of your soul essence. Right here in this body of yours, breathing you into all that you are. Allowing your heart to just spill open, wide, wide open. Don't be afraid of what might be hiding in there. Whatever is hiding has to come forward. For you, you are the light that illuminates everything. And your power is unconditional love. And every single emotion stuck in time and space, every single part is entitled to that love. It is the most potent superpower. Potent and yet peaceful, serene, still. Oh, but so joyous. Just breathe, breathe into compassion. Deep down into your belly. Allowing, allowing, allowing more. And stay firm. Keep on shifting your consciousness into essence, into divine wisdom. Using this over and over and over again throughout your day, night, anytime, anywhere. Flooding yourself with divinity and allowing each breath to spread it through all of your cells and all of the spaces in between and all of your reality. This golden sweetness, this nectar of remembering. Remembering, bringing the members back together of your whole self. I invite you to gradually start preparing to open your eyes. And I will leave you here. I'm not going to leave right now, but I'd like to leave this question for you to feel throughout your days, through the coming days. How far are you settling with a mediocre life? With feeling mediocre, with being firmly attached to mediocrity. Don't go into judgment, just feel this question in your life. Feel it with your soul. Feel it with your profoundest wisdom so that you can see clearly where the door is closed and where you can open it. For how can a facet of Source itself, with all of the capacities and wisdom and everything in it that Source is, be mediocre other than in the stories, in the programs, in the habits, in the belief systems, in the games? But of course, if you don't uncover them for you to see where it is, you might be afraid of unrestricted abundance. And I am not referring necessarily to money, but of course also, but not only at all. That's just a fraction. I'm talking about abundance that is which you are. Unconditional love is unrestricted abundance. It's unlimited, and you are too. You are infinite, eternal, and unlimited. Where in your life are you not believing, not living this? This is my question. And I will not develop it further, for it is for each one to perceive very lovingly and to embrace that, to choose again, transform, and celebrate. So, as I said, I'd like to keep this bit more interactive. So, if there's anything you'd like to share in the comments, or if there's any question or any whatever, now is the moment. So, I invite you, please come and dance. Come and dance with me. Serena says, flooding myself with divinity. That resonated with me. Thank you. Thank you. So, my friends, come on, come forward. Of course, you in the YouTube live, you can't like come on screen, but you can come forward and share or ask any question or whatever and participate in this dance. Yeah, Margarita says, thank you for making me cry, because that's actually one of the things that she's found hard, to be vulnerable. And the thing is, that's really the key, isn't it, Margarita? You open the door, you become vulnerable. That's the power of love. Unconditional love does not exist without vulnerability. Because all of those parts that are hanging on for dear life, they need to go. Go into it. Jump, like jumping into an infinite lake of marvelousness. Thank you, Ada. So, guys, come on. What? So there, Matea says, oh my God, yes, it is funny how we pretend. It is, isn't it? It's hilarious, and there's nothing wrong about laughing about it. You know, the human, the very self-conscious human that cannot have anyone sort of judge or whatever thinks that this is a judgment, but it isn't. Obviously, it isn't a judgment at all. You create the judgments, you can remove them. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Serena says if I'm busy, then I am distracted and I am not allowing my soul to come in. Actually, busyness is what is used, is like the potent elixir of forgetfulness that is used the world over. And we, in the last 150 years, have perfected that. Oh my God, we have perfected that one. No, I don't see your question, Serena. If you have a question there, I would like to understand it, but that is not a question, it's an affirmation. And that is exactly it. If you are busy, you do not allow your soul to come in. Maybe, in the last, this happened more in the last 150 years because the time was approaching. This time now, this time of what we call a great awakening was approaching. And so we had to find an even more um, refined device to keep us in forgetfulness. Ah, thank you, Gabi. So Gabi says, you told the story of my last week. Yeah, and one thing I need to bring here is that when you're on the threshold of a huge shift in consciousness, jeez, it becomes noisy. Oh my God. All of the fears, all of the judgments, all of the obstacles, everything comes in to create huge confusion and busyness so that you don't take that leap. Breathe, 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 stay. It's okay. The noise getting louder is a really good sign. So let's see some more here. Doris says, I do laugh and cry at the same time. And suppose that I closed my open doors again. Ah, yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. Because, once you're awake, then it becomes a new game. And it's the game of, yes, 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 this is what I want. And you open the door. And then all of the fears and all of that stuff comes, oh my God, let me close the door. And then you say, oh no, wait, this is too painful, let me open the door again. And then it becomes another new game, you see. And well, yeah. And Joanna says here, for me it has been to let go of all limitations and accept more the invitations of essence, and really accept that I am unlimited. And that is a biggie. It is a really big one. Basically, it's within the question I asked. Look at that. Yeah, thank you. So Serena says, do we need to stay conscious of holding the door open? What does that mean, really? Please just feel this. Stay conscious of holding the door open is a mind concept, is it not? If you are consciously present, not buying into the busyness, the fears, and so on, you are keeping the door open. So, keeping the door open is just a metaphor. Don't go into your mind, dear friends. Don't go into your mind. Staying conscious is the answer. Stay conscious. That's all. And Margarita says she's actually keeping her days full of tasks, closing the door. Yeah. Putting love aside, not allowing yourself to receive it. Matea says, I found it also funny that we also pretend that we can keep just a little, for example, power or whatever keeps us small. 100% allowing is allowing. Yeah, you can't keep any of it. Just forget it. You can't. Yeah, it's just that little sliver of hope. Oh, but maybe I can hold on to this little bit that I know, or that. No, you can't. You just can't. You have to allow 100%. Same thing with trust, right? Barbara says, I've been more and more aware of that everything that it is in my life is my creation. And that is actually has been helping me to be more present and open more and more the door to my soul. Yeah, taking full responsibility and being accountable 100% of the time. It's not because someone pushed your triggers or whatever. No one else is responsible for your actions and for what you are living and perceiving. Thank you for your wisdom, Barbara. Ada says, yes, my human being has been really busy too, and it has enjoyed fighting. Now I want to be present and allow a new state of being. And that's all. Isn't it so simple? Just be present, and you are allowing a new state of being. It's just so simple, it blows the mind. Gabi says being aware is the ultimate answer. Yeah, that's it. Being aware, staying in that, staying in that. Now, for instance, all of a sudden you feel yourself getting, let's imagine, nervous or stressed or afraid. That is the moment, that is your cue. Come back. That is not you. That is a story. That is a program. See, so whenever you feel whatever dissonant energy, consciousness, emotion, that's your cue. Now stay. Stay, because now it can come back home. Not you going out to it, it's it coming back to you. You are the one. And Matteo says, and I found the humor here, the key element, because it really released the tension. Yeah, and it is really hilarious. Yeah, humor. Even like you can, when you feel you're getting silly, like too human silly, put on a piece of music that you like and just jump, just be silly, just be really silly, do whatever is silly to you and just have so much fun that all of a sudden it's gone. It's gone. It's not there anymore. And Margarita says, for me, the balance of crying and laughing a lot. My essence shows me that since the beginning of this journey. Yeah, yeah. And even there, isn't it interesting that there is no more separation? Like, it doesn't matter if you're laughing or crying. What matters is that you are doing it all. You're allowing this. I mean, if you were out of a physical body, if you were not incarnated as a human being, you couldn't enjoy it. Enjoy the tears, enjoy the laughter, enjoy all of it. My God, being in a physical body has so many wonderful things. I mean, if it didn't, we wouldn't be coming back over and over again like we have been. Why on earth would we want to come over and over again? Because we haven't completed the journey. Yeah. And because we love this. We've loved the games. We've loved the separation. And we've loved discovering how to get back into unity. We've loved all of it. We have loved all of it, not just parts. No, no, no. We've loved the darkest of the dark and everything in between. We've loved everything. Otherwise, we wouldn't have become humans in the first place. We would have been whatever, another type of existence in which other planet where we might have already been as well. But we've been around Earth for a long time, huh? So it's wonderful to have this interaction, this sharing, this being in the same space, all together, and sharing the perceptions and the wisdom. And remember, we are here because we love this. So we have loved it in separation, and now the invitation is love it in reunion, in oneness within. Love it and keep on loving it and love it more. Love every single part of you. Every single part of you. Just love it. Because if you didn't, it wouldn't exist. Now be true to yourself. You love it. Embrace it. You know those games that seem to be the ones that are more stuck? Those are the ones you love the most. The ones you say, "Oh my god, I don't want any more of this," and then it keeps on happening. "Ah, but I don't want any more of it." You love it. Well, now love it for real. Stop, take a deep breath, and really embrace it. Love it for real. Admit you have been in love with it for so long anyway. Joanna says, "We're really extraordinary. And the fantastic thing about it is that we have the body that allows us to feel all of this. That is the precious thing about being human, about being in form, is having the body and the emotions to allow us to feel. Wow, we are fantastic creators." Thank you, Serena. Yeah, thank you for sharing. To feel that I am, how committed I am to mediocrity. And basically, that is what the world over humans are committed to: mediocrity. It's just it's just a game we have to play in order to remain separate until we decide we don't want to remain separate anymore. That's it. Very simple, you know? But it's a hell of a game. Gosh. Yeah, exactly. I have loved my mediocrity. There you are. That's it. It's being honest with yourself. Like, yeah, this has been so, we can't say enjoyable in the real sense of the way because it's been bloody painful, right? But it's been such a seductive game, something, whatever stays stuck in your life and doesn't go away is something you love more than the things you say you love. We're strange creatures, but so beautiful. Yeah. Keep that question alive. Well, you can come back to see, to watch the part where the question is, and really use this lens of looking at, how committed you have been to mediocrity in all areas of your life, so that you can really embrace that and love it for real now, in that unconditional love. Not judging yourself for that, of course, not at all. I mean, why? What the hell for? Judgment only serves the purpose of separation. It has no place in the unconditional love that you are. It keeps the mind vibrant and alive on its throne of power and control, but only until you take over into true power, which is the power of love. The love that you are, that your soul is here filling you with, kissing you all over. Your soul's kissing you all over, like, hey, my God, you're such a magnificent human that has allowed all of these experiences. Now let's live this together. You feel those kisses of your soul loving you to pieces with no judgment whatsoever? Yeah, Margarita says, we love to have something to complain about. So we love mediocrity because pure love is just that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my dear friends, we're almost an hour here. You do feel the kisses, Joanna. Yay! It's like, oh my god, all over the place. Oh, I've even got shivers down my spine from those kisses. Literally, I do feel them. That's why I'm sure your souls are all kissing you in the same way, like, I love you so much, dear human. Now let's dance together. Let's be one. No need for forgiveness, even. You feel them too, Doris. Oh my God. Whoa. So much fun within. Ah, fantastic. Actually, it's not something I've ever sort of perceived as like, those, in that way, but oh, wow. It's really orgastic. It's like now this will become, oh gosh, I don't even know how to describe this now that, all of us feeling this at the same time. We could say it's an orgy of unconditional love. That's a good way to put it. Oh my God. What a wonderful creation, isn't it, that we've allowed here now? Thank you so much. Well, my dear friends, I, yeah, it is the joy that turned it around. Yeah, it is. It is. Joy has such a magic to it. The joy of the soul. It makes me want to cry and laugh at the same time. Yeah, Serene, I feel being present means being one with the mind. Loving mind so much. It is loving mind so much that you don't need to go along with it, that it will have to kneel and surrender to you. So I will end this live orgy of unconditional love with immense gratitude and joy and love. Of course, that's the main thing. And we'll see each other next month in the Just Breathe Live second Sunday of the month. And very soon, some of you will be coming here to Portugal. So I can't wait to hug you and dance with you, and that we can have fun, really physically present in each other's space and enjoy this love with each other together, just for the pure celebration of being alive on earth right now at this special, oh, so special time. Loads of love. And for those of you who are coming to the enlightening showers of presence in about an hour. See you there. Love. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you all.